we are going to be playing more Pokemon X. I'm also going to be streaming this later tonight, so Friday night. And then Saturday night, we're going to be streaming Geometry Dash, and it's going to be the daily level followed by old levels. And then Monday night of next week, Monday of next week is the 22-year anniversary of the release of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. So I am going to have a stream planned for that. So that should be pretty exciting. So those are our plans moving forward, and I also have an update regarding my goals and plans for this backlog entry in general. So let's get right into that, shall we? I think we shall. Hello, Pels! I am JoeDan54, and I'm currently fighting with a sneeze right now. I don't know if it's going to come out. We'll see. But we are here to play some more Pokemon X. We, I believe, are still currently in Lumiose City, although I think I am on my way out now. I have 2 team members, and I may be expanding said team today. We'll see. There was a team member that I think I could potentially get really soon, but I'm probably going to wait on that. Should be fine. And if you're wondering if it's so that I can nickname that team member, that's a big reason. In fact, I would say it is the reason. Basically, you can get the Pokemon from an in-game trade earlier, but you know, any Pokemon you get in a trade, including in-game trades, you cannot nickname. So we're gonna have to hold on that. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's move over. Anybody who watched the previous stream might notice there's something very slightly different. For those who have not yet noticed, or maybe want to take a guess on it, I will let you ponder that while I start up the Smack Row, and that's also going to be something that's a little interesting today, and I'll touch on that too. Alright. So, first things first. So let's load up the game. And congratulations to those who successfully noticed. We are down to 4 goals from 5. My goals are now the same as they were in the first stream. In the second stream, I added a 5th goal, and this stream and future streams of this entry will not have that goal present. Basically, so my 4 goals are get every TM in the game, complete the post-game story, catch every available legendary to me, and beat any super bosses that are in the game. Love this title screen. And there used to be a 5th goal. It was the one that I had in the previous stream. Which was to get every Mega Stone in the game. Which, if I'm not mistaken, in these games is actually a fairly attainable goal. There's nothing super crazy about it. The problem is, I like my goals to be consistent in terms of expectations across the Pokemon games that I play. And if I get every Mega Stone in this game, I'm gonna want to get every Mega Stone in every game. And the Mega Stone requirements, particularly in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, are a fucking brutal grind that's probably gonna put every single other grind I've done so far on stream for any game to shame. So what I'm going to plan on doing instead is for those unfamiliar with my general plans... Oh, I'm already out of Lumiose. We're in Camfrier. Forgot about that. Basically... for a lot of Pokemon games, I intend... Well, for all Pokemon games, I intend to... Well, I'm gonna do a playthrough of every single version of the Pokemon games, so... You know, eventually I'll be playing Pokemon Y as well. I played Black 2 earlier on the backlog. Eventually I'll be playing White 2. Stuff like that. And so... the requirements that I do for the first version of each game that I play, I'm also going to be doing for the second version of each game that I play. And when I play the second version of it... Let me give you an example. So, for this game, the current plan is... we're going to play through X, we're going to get all the TMs, we're going to do the post-game story, we're going to catch all available legendaries, we're going to beat the super bosses. Okay. When I play through Pokemon Y, we're going to do the same goals. Every TM, post-game story, all legendaries, beat the super bosses. I'm going to be using a different starter in Pokemon Y, so the legendaries available to me are going to be slightly different. You'll see why when we get to it in this playthrough. That doesn't affect the decision, though. But, in addition to that, there are going to be more goals when I get to Pokemon Y. And when I'm doing those additional goals, the target for those goals is actually going to be X. We're going to go back to Pokemon X and finish a new set of goals. And for that, in this case, it's probably going to be complete the entire National Pokédex, get some substantial win streaks in every format of battle facilities. I haven't really decided yet. The trainer card max out, of course. We'll be going for that. And the trainer card in X and Y is, I think, the easiest trainer card in the entire series, so that shouldn't be a problem. There's actually a non-zero chance we max out the trainer card in this playthrough without even trying. I'll have to look at the requirements again for it. Let me see. Did I write them down here? I don't know if I did. I think I wrote down the Brilliant Diamond trainer card requirements. I didn't write down them for anything else. But they're pretty easy in Gen 6. So, that's another goal. And in addition to that, I intend to... Here's the thing. So, I talked a lot in my Black 2 playthrough about medals. Medals were introduced in Black 2 and White 2. And when we do Black 2 and White 2, when we get around to White 2, the plan is actually going to be do everything we did with Black 2. So, I'm trying to remember what that is. It would be every TM in the game, the entire Pokestar Studios content, which is going to look very different because we're going to be playing as Rosa instead of Nate. And we're actually doing that for one of the special goals that we'll be doing. But basically, so there's those, legendaries, key items, super bosses, which I'm also going to be going for key items in this game, probably. I might add that as a goal in the next stream. But after completing White 2, we start with the special requirements, and I'm actually going to be playing Dream Radar, and then getting into the special requirements, which is going to involve National Pokédex completion, trainer card max out, and getting every medal in the game. I'm also going to be trying to get every medal in X and Y once I'm done with Pokemon Y, which involves completing the National Dex, as well as a ton of other things. However, there are a lot of medals in X and Y that are just completely impossible, because they involve doing stuff with the Pokemon Dream World, which is almost completely lost media now. So, I can't even... pardon the pun, I can't even dream of actually getting those. And also the method, I don't know if I talked about this either, but the method in which you obtain medals in X and Y, and also in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the only other game that has medals. There are 3 Pokemon game releases that have medals. Black 2 and White 2, X and Y, and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So there's Gen 5 and Gen 6, basically. The way that Gen 5 hands out medals is you go to a Pokemon Center, and if you've done things that have netted you new medals, there'll be an NPC in the Pokemon Center named Mr. Metal who hands you the new medals one by one. In Gen 6, the way that you get medals is by doing a game sync, which requires being able to connect to the internet on Gen 6, which, now that the 3DS servers are dead, is no longer possible through normal means. Now, courtesy of Pretendo, there do exist Gen 6 servers. They're not free, though. You do have to pay for them. And at one point I was paying for them, and I will probably get around to getting back on that subscription tier for paying for them, since I'm sure those will be rather important. But the point is, you have to do a game sync in order to get the new medals. And last I checked, game sync has not been implemented as functionality on Pretendo. In terms of the stuff on the player search system that actually still works on Pretendo, the only one that I know for sure works is the Wonder Trading. Wonder Trading works on Pretendo, which is very nice. And I think you can have, you know, people listed here and stuff. We'll do Super Training another time. Yeah, it's a whole thing there. So we'll be getting as many medals as we can, but there are just some that are either completely impossible, like the Dream World ones, or unbelievably unrealistic, like my personal favorite, the achievements for encountering fellow players, which would show up in, say, the Passersby down here. In order to get every medal in the game, you need to encounter 1 million of them! So, yeah, a little difficult to do when, you know, the game's servers are fucking dead. So, I don't know about you, I don't think that one's happening. We can probably get some, because there's 4 medals for encountering Passersby. There's First Encounter for encountering 1. We could probably do that. That should be fine. Sociable for encountering 100. That one's a little lofty, but I think it's attainable, even on Pretendo. Then there's Outgoing for 10,000. I don't think we're getting that one. And then there's Extrovert for encountering 1 million. That's not happening. And if you're wondering, yes, those 4 medals do also exist in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And there is, I think, a similar set of medals. Yeah, there's a similar set of medals in Black 2 and White 2. Because they have a system called Tag Mode, where you can do Passersby there. However, it's a lot easier to do in terms of actually getting the Passersby to work. And the medals only go up to 1,000 instead of 1 million. Looking at the rest of the medals here, there's also a whole bunch of medals for ranking and seasons for competitive battles. Which, of course, is also no longer a thing unless Pretendo decides to hold tournaments. Which would be pretty cool. I would participate in those if they did those. Because, and in particular, because the medals are... You only had to rank in the top 100 for each of the formats. And those are actually for 5 different ones. Single battles, double battles, triple battles, my beloved, rotation battles, and special battles. I don't know what those are. X and Y did introduce inverse battles, but I don't know if those were the special battles. But yes, there are a set of 15 medals for those. Then I thought that the Pokémiles related medals were going to be super difficult to get. But now that I know that you can get Pokémiles through the use of Pokemon Bank, I think it's more attainable than I initially thought. So, yeah. So that's basically, there's going to be the point here, the overall point here is there's a special set of goals that I'm going to be going for once I essentially mirror my X playthrough in Pokemon Y and then go back to X. And one of those bonus goals is going to be getting every Mega Stone. So instead of getting every Mega Stone in both versions, so in X and Y, we're only going to be getting every Mega Stone in X, but only after I complete Pokemon Y. Hopefully that all makes sense. I went off on quite a few tangents. But, yeah, that's my explanation for why we are no longer going after Mega Stones. I'm not completely abandoning them, but we are not going to be going out of our way to get every single one this time. But hold that thought, because we will be back. So the other thing before we start moving is in regards to the Smackrow. Because today is a very special day for the Smackrow. I actually had to update the code for the Smackrow for the first time in months. Reason being, tonight, we're going to be hitting 20,000 battles on the Smackrow. Which is a major, major milestone. And also, the second to last milestone that we need to hit. The only one after this is for 50,000. And after that, the Smackrow is done. And it'll be retired. So, yeah, it's pretty big. We should be able to hit it tonight. I am kind of pressed for time. So, hopefully it won't take too long. I did actually update the Smackrow so that it doesn't wait as long between states, because basically when I wrote the code for the Smackrow, I would account for the worst case scenario of load times. And now that this is running on the Switch 2, where Smash Ultimate runs substantially faster, I've actually cut out a little bit from each wait time. So overall, battle should go by a little more quickly. So that should help us reach 20k a little quicker. And so yeah, that's the plan, is we're going to be hitting 20k on the Smackrow today, and that's gonna be big. So yeah, all right. Let me get some other tabs open than I had open from before, and then we will actually start moving. Let's see here, which ones did I have open? Ah, here we go. Okay. Out comes the stylus. Let's take a look at our team once again. We got Trina and Mustang. And plenty of people in here to talk to. Oh, the name raider is right here. Actually, now that I think about it, I could potentially do something with the name raider where I can actually test. I didn't realize the name raider was this early on. So I could actually test the theory of if the in-game trade for the Pokemon that I want to get would actually be okay here. So that's good. Okay. Hello. I was shocked when the weather changed during a Pokemon battle. Yeah, that must be inconvenient for all the other people on the route, huh? You're just having like a battle on Route 3, and you're like, oh man, all of my water types are here, so let me set up rain. And then everybody else is getting inconvenienced because you wanted the competitive advantage. Are red suits the new hot trend? Every day that passes by is just like the day before. Doesn't it make you a little nervous when you're this happy? That sounds like ZA dialogue. That, like, every NPC in ZA talks like that, apparently. We differentiate ourselves from Limio City with our quiet atmosphere of timelessness. Okay, so... Let's do some exploration. Meet other players. Let me swap that tab back. What's down here? Is this where I came from? Oh, hello. That's a star piece. It's about that time again, huh? That lazy lug will be back soon. Welcome, dear visitor. Here, take this for your Pokémon. It's a berry juice. And there's an antidote in the bush. This place. This is the hotel. Since you came all the way to Camphrier Town, take this with you. It's a full heal. Yep, this is Hotel Camphrier. Welcome to Hotel Camphrier. I'm the owner, doorman, concierge, bellhop, the housekeeping staff, and right now I'm the cook. Wow. I didn't know this hotel was a startup. Next thing you know, you'll be the engineer, too. This is the Kalos region, huh? Not bad. I'm trying to remember which hiker design they used in Pokemon Masters. I think it was the Sinnoh hiker design. Am I right on that? Oh god, the hikers in Scarlet and Violet look so ugly. Then again, what trainer NPCs don't look ugly in Scarlet and Violet? Yeah, because the ones in Masters have, like, the facial hair, which narrows it down a fair bit. Yeah, it's... Oh. Yeah, it's the ones from, Actually, I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. It's definitely the ones from Sinnoh. I had to really double check there, because the Gen 5 hikers look very similar to the Gen 4 hikers, but their shirt color is different. So. At first I thought it was the X and Y hiker design, but they look very different. I had just forgotten what they looked like. Stuff with pretty Pokemon knickknacks. Hello. Hey! Hey, how's it going, friend? I'm Mr. Bonding, the expert on O-Powers. Oh, I did not expect you to be here. Let me ask you just in case, do you need to hear an explanation about O-Powers? You know what? Lay it on me. O-Powers! They're mysterious forces. If you use them, good things will happen. And there are a bunch of medals related to O-Powers. So... For example, Pokemon will get stronger, or you will get more prize money. Some O-Powers allow you to share good things with friends around you. They're wondrous things that nurture bonds. Let's get started, shall we? It's bonding time. And now it's time for father and son bonding, Jimmy Nutrin. The pizza is aggressive. You received an O-Power from Mr. Bonding. You can now use Special Attack Power Level 1. Special Attack Power increases the Special Attack stat. You can use O-Powers from the PSS, and the more you use them, the higher they level up, so use them as often as possible. Well then, I do believe I shall take my leave right about now. Hope to see you around. Okay. Actually curious if the Bulbapedia article says anything about Mr. Bonding showing up in, Camphrier. Yes, he does. Okay, yeah. Alright, now regarding O powers, I would assume that these still work. It's just, you know, don't need to really use any of them. But there are medals related to O powers in the game. And there are medals that go all the way up to using 100 of them. And there's also a medal for receiving every single O power in the game. So, if we have an opportunity to pretty easily get an O power, we might as well. It'll save some time. It seems like, depending on... Or, basically, there's a 6-day cycle where the NPC, I think, in this room will be different. And apparently, the more you talk to them, the more they talk to you. Very interesting. And if you've talked to them enough, they give you an item. Interesting. Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. Oh, god damn it. Okay. So, yes, you can get Eevee. I might as well pull back the curtain. I think I've been being vague about it for a while. Sylveon is going to be another one of my team members. And you can get Eevee from this hotel. You can trade a Pokemon. It can be any Pokemon. But if you can trade any Pokemon and get an Eevee in return. But, A, it specifically has to be the maid that shows up here. So, Hiker's not going to work. And B, it's only after talking to them for the 4th time. Well, damn. Okay. That's fine, because I wasn't planning on using that Eevee anyway. But that unfortunately means that we will not be able to test the theory of if that Eevee you receive there cannot be nicknamed by yours truly. My guess is definitely that you cannot, but you don't know for sure. There's also an item that you can get here. What does that even do? It's a sweetheart. It is a potion, and that's it. Basically, it restores the health of a Pokemon by 20 HP. Does it have, like, a special effect in terms of how much friendship it gives? I wonder. Because I think if you use a potion on a Pokemon, it increases their friendship by, like, a point or something. I know using certain items on Pokemon will affect their friendship. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you use anything that's considered medicine on... Actually, let me see here. Let's specifically look at the Gen 6 table. Okay. Of course, there's an O power for friendship as well. A lot of the O powers are in particular going to be useful for Dex completion. So, let's see here. Huh. Okay, so it looks like in Gen 5, using medicinal items does not actually boost friendship. Interesting. When did that stop being a thing? Because I feel like I remember medicinal items being a friendship booster a lot. Is that a false memory? It looks like it's only a thing for the partner Pikachu in Pokemon Yellow, which is the most recent Pokemon game I played, so maybe that's why. That's kind of funny. You can use battle items, like the X items, to increase friendship. And you can use vitamins, of course. Interestingly enough, though, it does not look like... It does not look like the Sweetheart boosts friendship. Huh. What's the point of the item? Like, I get that specifically on, like, Valentine's Day and apparently another holiday called White Day that I've never heard of before. Is it a Japan thing? Yes, it is. It's Valentine's Day 2, I guess. So there's 2 Valentine's Days, basically. And on those, the Sweetheart has a special effect where, I think you can get more of them. And that's it. That's so silly. Okay. I mean, it's romantic. It's very romantic. Today, Poison-type Pokemon are giving off good vibes. Please show me a Pokemon that's Poison-type. I'm sorry to disappoint. I'll give you a little something. What would he give you? He would give you a berry. Okay. He would give you one of the status healing berries, it looks like. And it's a different one each day. Okay, good to know. The old Manor Lord was very generous. He was very different from the king who lived in the palace. We will resist the urge to watch TV. Hee. Here, take this. There's our Sweetheart. Thank you, maid. Come back again now. Okay. You can also get a Sweetheart daily. So, that's another thing. If you truly wish to get as many of those 20 HP restoring items as you possibly can. Wow, look at that speaker system. Assuming that's what that is and not just like a server rack. Yo, how's it going there? I'm Cassius. Check this out. You know what I'm doing here? I'm keeping the PC box running. No, seriously. Bill over in Kanto asked me to come here and run things, for real. So it is a server rack, okay. Enough with the introductions. Get out there, catch some Pokemon, and put them in the PC. Yo, you got something you want to ask me? I ain't got all day, you know. What the hell are trays? Trays are totally awesome, dude. They'll let you select a bunch of Pokemon at a time and move them around the PC box. No, seriously, they're a lifesaver once you've caught a lot of Pokemon. That does sound useful. Refresh me on the battle box, please. The battle box is no joke. Should I do a Jesse Pinkman voice for this guy? I'm still watching Breaking Bad with my friends. The next episode is one called, what's it called? Ozymandias, which I've heard is a very famous episode, apparently. Some of my friends have been hyping this one up for a while, so I'm excited, to watch it. I don't have a very good Jesse Pinkman impression, though. That's the problem. And also, we're gonna talk to this guy, like, once, so... I'll try. The battle box is no joke, yo! Got Pokemon you use in battle a lot? Put up to 6 of them in the battle box. Hold up, I'll explain why. See, if you're having a link battle, you know, over the internet, local wireless, infrared connection, or by using the battle spot, you can choose to use the Pokemon in your battle box instead of the ones in your party. You know? That means you don't have to go to the trouble of moving around Pokemon before a battle. It's crazy convenient. For real. Alright. Take this, thief. With the thief move, you can take the target's held item while dealing damage to it. And yes, you need to make sure that you are not holding a held item when you use it in order to steal the thing. They got PCs in every Pokemon Center, right? Boot one up and you can edit your trainer PR videos. No, seriously. Is that so? Because my PR video became immediately out of date the moment I got a haircut. So let's go do that, actually. Well, actually, I don't know how much I can actually edit. Add some special effects to get rid of my longer hair. And yeah, now it's called Cassius's PC. Wow. Look at him go. Look at my goat. Oh, this is awesome. What the hell is this? Choose a background. Wow. Oh my god. Oh. That's what it looks like when I turn on the 3D, by the way. Why is the field of flowers so blurry? That hurts to look at. It's like looking at Snow White's memories in Nikke. Fiery stage. Sure. Amazing. Silhouette. Oh, what music options do we have? I've heard this one before, I think. Yeah, this one. Also, this fucking drum beat. It's the same exact drum beat that's used in, what is it? There it is. Okay. Let's play this again. No, this one. There are so many fucking songs that use this. And they're all on 3DS. This is Iki Town from Sun and Moon. And that beat is used all over the place in Mario and Luigi Dream Team as well. This is Shopping in Wakeport from Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Bruh. This shit is ass, by the way. Just gonna say. Mainly just because I keep adding things to the second number 2. I think we'll be scrapping these edits, I'm sorry. Choose a caption. Look at... Please tell me there's one for the J. Look, it's Mustang. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Provided by... You can add your sponsors. Damn. It doesn't look like there's one for the J. I could just spam this one over and over again on every second. That would be pretty awesome. Let's do that. There it is. Okay. This sucks. Don't say. There was no creative vision there whatsoever. That's really funny though. You can definitely waste a lot of time doing that. There's an ether right past where we got the star piece. And we did, in fact, get another TM, so let me increment that counter before I forget. There's an X attack. I think that's every item that we can get right now. So I'm pretty sure we already got the Ultra Ball. So, yeah. But of course, there's one main building we haven't yet gone in. Shabano Castle. Hi, J. Meister. An acquaintance of yours. 2 visitors to Shabano Castle. I can't remember the last time we've been so busy. Wow. Low bar, huh? This castle, chateau, if you will, was a manor house of a noble family. It may be a little run down, but that's because there's history to this place. During that history, the owners of this castle gave away a lot of their stuff to everyone, so that's why it feels so empty. The end! That didn't help at all! That's it? Don't you have anything related to Mega Evolution? That's it. What in the world is Mega Evolution? Sir, it's back again. Is it that time of the year already? Well, there's nothing I can do about that now. I need to go to Route 7, but please take your time and have a look around. I don't know what that's about. Why don't we go to Route 7, too? Oh, beautiful display case. Anything in particular that's here? Maybe, yeah. Seems like it. A couple things. Oh, you know what this layout reminds me of, actually? Guardia Castle from Chrono Trigger. With the way that these stairs are laid out. There's a very specific area in Guardia Castle that this reminds me of. where there's like, you know, almost like dueling staircases. I don't know if I can actually find the specific image, but yeah, it reminds me of Guardia Castle from Chrono Trigger. But yes, there's an escape rope. And it looks like we can get ourselves a Mega Stone here as well in the post-game if we visit between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. But we will not concern ourselves with that during this playthrough. Yeah, pretty nice place. Very pretty. X and Y was all about the eye candy, and they did it quite well. Bum 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 ba da 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 dun 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 da da dun 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 da 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 dun. Okay. Alright. Well, in that case, Chevenot Castle must look pretty different to you than it does to me. We are different people, after all. Okay. Here's Route 7. But let's go to it's probably pronounced Palai Lane or something. Hey, Shauna. J-Meister, they said they were going this way. Oh, okay. I guess we can't go that way yet. Fine, Shauna. We'll go this way instead. If you insist. What if I went this way, though? You're not going to roadblock me if I go this way. Hey, mister. This way, this way. You. I know this is an unexpected request, but I need you to take care of my berry field. Berries are great. One berry can produce more berries. I assure you that you'll love field work. I don't know about that. Oh, come on. Please take care of the field for me. Fine. Great. Oh, your name is Jay. Thank you, Jay. Hooray, that's great, Grandpa. I must teach you how to take care of the field right away. Follow me, please. Plant a berry in this soft soil. Also, it's playing the Camfrey A-Town theme again. I was wondering what Pokemon you can get here. Also, this gives me an interesting time to talk about this. Apparently, it's not actually pronounced Illumise, the counterpart Pokemon to Volbeat. Apparently, it's not pronounced Illumise, which is how I've pronounced it my entire life. It's apparently Illumise, which is fucking absurd to me. And one of my friend groups, I mentioned this to, I'm like, it's not Illumise, and they acted like I was the crazy person. Like, are you kidding me? What the fuck? Illumise sounds like one of those pronunciations that a PokeTuber would do to bait people into commenting to correct their pronunciation so that their video gets boosted in the algorithm because there are more comments. Fucking Illumise. That's insane. That makes me feel less bad about pronouncing the city in Sinnoh Kanalave City. Like, Jesus Christ. But yes, you can get Illumise in here, in the purple berry tree. Plant a berry in the soft soil. Check the soil you want to plant a berry in, and choose a berry from your bag. Oh, I know. I should give you some berries to plant. Some orange berries. And some peach berries. 5 of each, it looks like. If you find a berry in front of a huge tree, come here and plant it. Once you plant a berry, the next step is watering. Here, this is for you. That is a key item. It's the Sprinklotad. A great name. It is this game's equivalent, I suppose, of the Whalmer Pail. With it also being named after a Gen 3 Pokemon. Check the soil where you planted a berry, and if it's dry, water it. Take good care of it and you'll get more berries. Well, Jay, please take good care of the field. I'm so relieved. My back has been killing me lately, and I just can't garden like I used to. Well, get some rest, man. We live in the house at the corner of the field. But we're not done here quite yet. Because there's a miracle seed here. A very good held item to put on Trina. It always interests me, like, when you get certain really good held items like this. But yes, now we got a miracle seed there. There are a few other good held items that we've gotten so far. I wonder when you get your first mystic water in this game. And, like, charcoal and stuff. You get it in Koriway Town. Okay. What about charcoal? Level 148 of Tetris. Also Koriway Town. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'm glad we got that. Trina is still behind on levels anyway. Got some berries there. So there, as it turns out, there's actually a mechanic in X and Y that's pretty interesting. And yes, it is listed here. Mutation is a thing. Let me see here, because I'm curious about this. Berry mutation. Mutation will sometimes occur when two different types of berries are grown next to each other. Once a certain mutation has been performed once, the formula for it can be reviewed with the scientist in the berry grower's hut. Using surprise mulch or a maze mulch on the trees involved increases the chance of a mutation. The berries that result from mutations can only be obtained via mutation in Kalos. The second set requires one berry from the first set, and the last set must mutate from two berries of the second set. Oh, yeah, okay, wow. Very interesting. So, the orange berries and the peach berries that we got, there's a chance of them mutating into a qualit berry. What does that even do? What is a qualit berry? Increases friendship but lowers base defense. Okay. Got it. Huh. And then, yeah, you can use certain berries from... Because there's, like, the typical kinds of berries that you would encounter, the common ones. Stuff like orange berry, citrus berry, the berries that restore more HP but only at lower health and have a chance of confusing if you're the wrong nature. Well, will confuse if you're the wrong nature. As well as, like, the status healing berries, you know, Chesto, Pearson, La Paz also here, the PP restoring berry. Lum is there. That's in the first group. And those can give you what appears to be the set of berries that increase friendship but lower a base. I guess remove EVs, I think is what it does. In a specific stat. And then you use one of those berries in addition to what looks like some berries that have damage from a super effective attack. Because I see the Yaki berry there, which I know is the berry that reduces ice-type super effective damage. Wakan, which I think reduces electric? I think that's electric, right? Yeah, reduces electric super effective damage. And if you mutate those, you get a chance of getting the berries that boost a stat in a pinch. Those can be pretty valuable, especially the Salic berry and the Lychee berry. Patea berry is there as well. What is the Ganlin berry? Defense. And then is Apricot special defense? It is, okay. And then, if you get a bunch of those together, you can get, what is a Key berry? Raises defense when hit by a physical move. And is Moringa special defense if hit by a special move? It is, okay. There's so many berries in Pokemon. I kind of really like it, actually. And the whole mutation mechanic, I think, is pretty cool. You know what? Let's see if we end up getting ourselves a Qualit berry. I'm gonna plant one of my Oran berries and one of my Pecha berries. We'll water it. And then, maybe we'll periodically come back to it. We have 5 of each. Might as well, right? Looks like I may have gotten another Oran berry at some point anyway, because I had 6. So we plant an Oran berry. Let's plant a Pecha right next to it. Nice. And let's water it with the Sprinklo-Tad. Okay. Now it's nice and moist. Beautiful. Nice! Okay. So I don't have any mulch on me, and I don't know if I can get any anytime soon. Because you can't get any here. I would imagine you could probably buy some. Let's see. Oh, you make mulch from berries. You use 3 of the same color to get surprise mulch. Interesting. Actually, I'm curious if the people the people in the house will actually tell you about mulch. I'm reading articles. I want to see if I can get information within the game without having to read articles. Let's see here. Oh, Jay, do you know about using a... There we go, a composter! It's a device in the field. Put berries in it, and it's really amazing. Oh, welcome, son. Do you have questions about how to take care of berries? I'll teach you anything. What do you want to know? When trees wither. After the berries on berry trees ripen, if you don't do anything, they will wither and dry out. So there's like a time limit after the berries grow. You need to pick them quickly enough. Logically, yes, that makes sense, but, you know. Alright, anyway. Pulling weeds. Sometimes weeds grow in the soil where you planted berries. When that happens, check the soil and yank out the weed. Oh god. It really is full-on fucking gardening, isn't it? They went all out with this. Controlling bug Pokemon, too, huh? Sometimes hungry bug Pokemon are drawn to berry trees. If you don't want to give them all berries, check the trees and battle against them. Okay, interesting. I know how to water, so the more you take care of them, the more berries you can get. One berry can produce more berries. That's the best part of field work. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So where are the composters in the berry fields? Oh, is this a composter? It is. The instructions are written on the lid. Put 3 berries in and you can make mulch. Using mulch on the soil before planting a berry helps the berries grow. Do you want to compost some berries to make mulch? Please choose the first berry. Okay. Okay, well, I didn't mean to select that, but okay. I actually don't know which one I selected. Let me see. I think it was the Pecha. It was Oran. Okay. Because we want to use 3 berries of the same color if we want to get surprise mulch. So we'll use 3 Orans. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if it works if all 3 berries are the same kind of berry. Oh, 3 bags of surprise mulch. There you go. Nice. You'd love to see it. So now that we have that... Oh, it looks like there's another composter there. This is where you plant an oranberry. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, how do I use that? Do I have to go into my bag for that? I can give it to a Pokemon. And that's actually how you can transfer it to another game. If you were to transfer it to Oraz, by the way, it would not work, because mulch is not a thing in Oraz, apparently. It seems like if I wanted to put mulch here, I would have to do so before planting, huh? That's fine. We will experiment with this, then. We'll plant an oranberry there. Pecha berry here. And we will water. All right. This is pretty cool. But yeah, I was like wiki diving on Bulbapedia at some point, and I found out about the berry mutation mechanic, and I thought it was pretty cool. So, maybe we'll get to witness it ourselves. In the budding and flowering stages of a berry tree, it is possible to predict a mutation by the number of buds or flowers on the tree. When the tree has a mutation, the number of buds or flowers on the tree will be an even number, and if there's no mutation, the number will be odd. Huh. Interesting. So strange. Nice. That was cool. Alright, back to Route 7. I need to make sure I am all caught up and reviewed with where the Pokemon I'm going to be using on my team are actually located. Okay. What about my other Pokemon? One of them's on Route 6, which we can't go to yet. Hopefully soon. Let's see here. And then, of course, one of them's in Victory Road. I don't think I'm missing any. Wait. And then one of them's Route 8. Okay. Okay. Alright. None of them are on Route 7. J-Meister, what is it? Bro is conked out. That's gonna be me when I'm done with this stream. Here we go again. Sleeping so soundly, the end of the world wouldn't wake it. Look, it's practically a mountain, right? It's blocking the road completely. Yeah. Come now, sir. Use the Poké Flute. Do you even have it anymore? Nope, I handed it over. Or you could say it was taken by the owner of the palace. What? Huh? What's a Poké Flute? Basically, the Poké Flute is what we need to wake up Snorlax. But the Poké Flute is currently at Parfum Palace. Oh, that's it? All we need to do is go get it then. Come on, J-Meister, let's go. The Parfum Palace is just past Route 6. And maybe at a place like that, we might learn something about Mega Evolution. That sounds great, Shauna. Let me go get this item. It's a heal ball. So we had to go here to decide that we need to go up here first. Understandable. Oh, look at that camera angle change. And here we are in Route 6. Ooh. A little laggy here. I like the camera angle, though. This Palais Lane. Again, I assume that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, because it's fucking French. Actually has two very different faces. One is this easy stroll here, and the other is, well, I guess you'll find out about that on your way back from the palace. What, the grass? The grass that I can't access yet? Oh, what a tease. I see a TM over there, too. Looks like we got some trainer fights here. Let's go, Trina! I bet you thought I was just some unassuming tourist. I happen to be a seasoned battler, too. Get him, Trina. With your Miracle Seed boosted Razor Leaf. We're getting growled on. Shit. And play nice. Growl and play nice. It's okay, we have growth. We can make this back. Plus Razor Leaf is high crit, so oh shit, Pidgey. Fucking goddammit. Okay. -2 attack and a Pidgey is coming in. I unfortunately do have to switch. Oh, hell yeah. Get him, Trina. There's a Miracle Seed boosted Razor Leaf without any stat drops. Kills without a crit. And we gotta level up. Love to see it. Worry Seed. That That gives your opponent the Insomnia ability, right? Yeah, okay. We have no need for that move. Sorry, I move through those menus very slowly because in Gen 1, they auto-advance with really bad timing, and you can end up misclicking and overwriting a move very, very easily. It's bad. Why do I travel? Why do I battle? Allow me to demonstrate. Kill. I believe this is still a gen where tackle is 50 power, right? It was buffed in Gen 5. Yeah. Then I think it was nerfed in Gen 7 back down to 40 power. Because up until Gen 5, it was 35 power, 95 accuracy. Then Gen 5 kind of super buffed it to 50 power, 100 accuracy. And then in Gen 7, they were like, okay, that was a bit much. Let's keep it at 100 accuracy, but bring it down to 40 power. I think we can stay in against the Gulpin. Type disadvantage, but should be fine. I'm actually curious. Remind me about... So special attack is actually higher. Interesting. I don't remember what nature Trina has. I'll check after this fight. Let's hit him with a Leech Seed. Miss! Well, you better hit this next one. Okay. We're in it for the long haul. I love Gulpin's animation. Oh, it's got Liquid Ooze! Oh no! I got hard countered! I didn't even know that Gulpin could get Liquid Ooze. Well, fuck me, I guess. I got destroyed. God damn. I got fucking destroyed. Did you see your Pokemon smile just now? No, I didn't. I kept sucking up the Liquid Ooze. I travel around the world because I just love seeing Pokemon smile. What abilities do Gulpin and Swalot get? Yeah, Sticky Hold was the one I remembered. I thought it got Suction Cups. I must be thinking of a different Pokemon. Yeah, it doesn't look, actually doesn't look like there's any Pokemon that has both Suction Cups and Sticky Hold. Okay. But yeah, hidden ability is Gluttony, and it gets Liquid Ooze or Sticky Hold. world because I love seeing Pokemon smile. Unfortunately, my Trina is not smiling after that fight. Let's go back to the center. I believe you get the bike in Salage City, which should be the next city location after Camfrier. Which is also home to the next gym. Which we will almost certainly not be getting to in this stream. Because this is... there's a long stretch still before the second gym. There is some truth to the complaints that people give about the pacing in this game. It's not the best. Oh god. Did you see how slowly I was moving diagonally there? It looked funny. Oh, that frame rate. New 3DS, by the way. Is it because of the route marker appearing in the corner that's dropping the frame rate like that? So this is Parfum Palace, and we are immediately going to head the other way. Because, if I am not mistaken, I can catch my next team member here. Yes, I can. All right. It is a 15% encounter here. Hello, Sentret. And it's going to be a pretty... It's going to be a very useful Pokemon. Very good typing. And in fact, it is so good in single battles that it's actually... Its final evolution is an Ubers on Smoke on Singles. It didn't start in Ubers, but eventually there was a suspect test and it got banned. I remember when it happened. I did not expect it. It's a pretty interesting selection of Pokemon that you can get here. So let's see how much of this encounter table we fill out this time before we actually find the Pokemon that we want. We've seen Oddish, we've seen Sentret. There are 4 other Pokemon that we can find here, and one of them is the one we want. Oddish and Sentret together take up half of the percentages. Oddish is the most common at 30%. Sentret is tied for second at 20%. The one we're looking at is 15%. We still have yet to see anything that's not an Oddish or a Sentret. I can promise you, though, they are here somewhere. Just have to wait long enough. That's an Esper. That's the other 20% encounter. I couldn't get away? Really? How fast is Esper? Speed is base 68 and I couldn't get away? Alright, well, if you insist, let's make sure that is not a problem. We might be here for a while. I'm not sure, by the way, if the Smackro is actually gonna... Basically, the reason I need to update the code is because I have it programmed so that it is supposed to stop going through and looping battles whenever it reaches a battle count milestone, so that the battle count milestone stays on screen. but it's been so long that I don't know if I have everything set up correctly. I'm pretty sure I do. I needed to update the code to change the battle count variable that's stored in it, which should correctly increment each time. Hello, Kecleon. There are 2 Pokemon left in the encounter table. One is the one that I want. Kecleon is 3 times rarer than the Pokemon that I'm actually looking for. So hopefully the Smackrow behaves as it should. I hope this game knows that I will outlast it. And I will get the Pokemon that I want. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Oh, hello. Let's start a secret battle in the tall grass. Love the flame charge animation. Oh, no. Parafusion? Is that what we're gonna have to deal with? No, okay. We hit through. Every day of the week. Yeah, I didn't realize there'd be trainers in the tall grass. That's pretty funny. You can't see them at all. It's not like in a lot of the other games where you still see like their heads poking out. There's what we're looking for. Next team member, Honedge. And it's a female one, which is going to work perfectly for the nickname that I wanted to give it. I need to make sure I don't kill this thing, so we're going to start by being fully paralyzed. That's what we're going to start by doing. Let's try that again. Oh shit, it's setting up on me. Dude, Honedge used Swords Dance? It just starts oh, right, it's a ghost type. I'm an idiot. No, that's fine. Psybeam shouldn't kill. Right, guys? Okay, I still think a crit wouldn't have killed, but crit into confusion into self-hit would have been a real problem. And I don't think we need to damage it any further. Let's start throwing balls. You know what? I think this Honedge would look great in a luxury ball. Let's see. Good luck. Hell yeah. I don't think I've ever caught at something in a luxury ball before. There's our first one. Apparently this Pokemon is born when a departed spirit inhabits a sword. It attaches itself to people and drinks their life force. Fucking two-sentence horror type shit. Okay. So let's see here. So, this Honedge will be nicknamed Scarlet. Behold, my ultimate blade. Welcome to the team, Scarlet. This really has been the Pokemon Scarlet. Yeah. Pokemon Scarlet if it was good. Alright, let's head back to the center, heal up, and probably bring Scarlet up to the front. We also now have 3 team members, which means I'll be comfortable playing the Pokemon Me minigames, although I'm probably not going to do that this stream. Probably save that for next stream. But we can do that to get more Pokepuffs, which will be useful. I would also probably get a kick out of seeing Honedge's Pokepuff eating animation. It doesn't evolve to level 35, by the way, so gonna have to be cognizant of that. Alright, what kind of Honedge are we looking at? What's up, Scarlet? How are you doing? Swords Dance. Oh, no guard. Okay. Oh, that's just its ability. Okay. Does that... Well, it will become stance change, of course, when it's Aegis Slash. Can Doublade have a different ability? No, okay. Well, no guard is very, very good. Although it is somewhat dependent on the moves that it can actually learn. And I don't know if Honedge can actually learn any worthwhile moves for no guard. Right now it has Metal Sound, which I guess won't miss. Not that it's a particularly amazing move to have. What else could it get? Oh, there's a typo on the Bulbapedia article. Where the TM doesn't correctly have a hyperlink. That's kind of funny. Let me see here. The only not 100% accurate moves that Honedge learns by leveling up are Fury Cutter and Metal Sound. The lowest accuracy move it learns through leveling up or TM is Metal Sound. In fact, that is the lowest accuracy move it can learn at all. Is Metal Sound at 85 accuracy. Not exactly getting a whole lot of mileage out of that ability. Does it get any better at Doublade? Let's see. The answer is no. What a complete waste of no guard. I mean, it doesn't really matter a whole lot, because once it becomes Aegislash, it no longer has, you know, it no longer has no guard. It has stance change instead, but, yeah. So let's see here. Plus defense minus speed. Ooh, okay. I don't know if that's good. Minus speed isn't usually good. Oh, they actually nerfed Aegislash in Gen 8? That's crazy. They fucking nerfed Aegislash in Gen 8 to have 20 fewer base stats. That's kind of funny, actually. Okay. But yeah, it's like super min-maxed based on which form it's in. I never used Aegislash before. But yeah, this is a pretty good Pokemon that will probably do us quite well in single battle facilities. And it does have pretty low base speed, regardless of what form it's in. Regardless of what form it's in, its base speed is 60, which is pretty slow, especially for a fully evolved Pokemon. So having minus speed, I think, isn't the worst thing ever. Characteristic, capable of taking hits. So, yeah. And having plus special defense on a Pokemon like Honedge is probably useful. Actually curious, because I think the characteristic is based on its, like, IV amount. Yeah. Yeah, capable of taking hits. Which basically means... So let's see here. A Pokemon's characteristic indicates which stat contains a Pokemon's highest IV. So its highest IV is in defense. So we have a plus special defense nature Honedge with presumably a high defense IV. So we just have a really, really bulky Honedge, which I think is pretty good. Scarlet and Nikke is not exactly known for being bulky. But similar to how she's going to be in this game, very good in PvP. I know there's an NPC in the game that can tell you the IVs. Oops, that was me, that was not you. Okay. I don't know where you can actually check IVs. I think there's an NPC in a Pokemon Center somewhere there where you can do that. But yes, welcome to the team, Scarlet. You're only level 11, but we will make a Mon out of you. Now let's make our way back to Parfum Palace. Kalos sometimes runs like it's Paldea. Listen to that harpsichord. Man, it looks so beautiful. Hey, trainer. Yes, you there, young man. I'll share an Oranberry with you. If you feed an Oranberry to your Pokemon, it will recover some strength. And if you let your Pokemon hold an Oranberry, it can eat the berry during battle. Look at that parallax effect. God. So good. This shot here does not have 3D enabled, but, doesn't need it when it looks this good. God, remember when Pokemon games actually looked good for their hardware? What is this? About the photo spot. You can call Phil the photo guy over and he will take photos for you. Hell yeah. What do you want to do? Take a fucking photo, dude. Move to the shooting location. Hey guys, check out my new camera! Oh wait, this isn't the camera. Look at that depth of field. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I think 3 is optimal. Can you change the ISO settings as well? Okay. I wonder if my 3DS will actually audibly make a camera sound. No, okay. That goes to the SD card, I think. Yeah, because it got saved to the 3DS camera. This is a great shot. Would you like to give a tip? Sure. Not too shabby at all. You have a natural talent as a model. See ya. I think there is a medal for tipping a certain amount across the entire game. Let me see here. Yeah. If you eventually give a total of 10,000 Pokédollars across your tips, you get a medal called Gratitude. So there's 500 towards that. And we get an Ether. But yes, Parfum Palace is a very memorable location for a number of reasons. And we will probably experience quite a few, if not all of them, right here and now. Did I talk to that guy yet? Are old buildings more important than people who are alive now? I'd like to live in that kind of palace. I wonder how much money it takes to build a palace like that. Hello, sir. We need to get a flute. The entrance fee will be 1,000 Pokédollars per person. You gotta be kidding. It costs money to go inside. See, the owner of the palace follows the school of thought that you can never have too much money. Yeesh, this is how the rich get richer. Here's your entrance fee. Well, you did cough it up after all. The proceeds from the entrance fee help pay for repairing and restoring the palace. Probably. In modern-day France, you'd probably need a lot more than that. And the story of Legend ZA certainly reflects that. For better or worse. There she goes. Oh. We have to stay on the carpet, I guess. Following the unspoken Parfum Palace etiquette. Where is it? Where is it? What? My dime! Where could it be? My furfrou! My beloved little furfrou has disappeared. Disappeared. Hey, J-Meister, we should help look. I mean, if my Pokemon was missing, I'd be sick with worry. Past this door is the pride and joy of the palace, the too vast courtyard. You can see the whole garden from the balcony on the second floor. I'm a traveling minstrel, wandering the world. Please listen to my song and hear my words. Let's sing this to the theme of Parfum Palace. We'll wait for the song to loop, too. Don't worry, it's about to loop. The Kalos region, now upheld as fair, from ancient days an ugly past doth bear. The woes of war did knock on every door, till man nor Pokémon could take no more. 3,000 years ago upon this shore. Oh. Alright. Sure. We'll give another 500 Poké-Dollar tip. It pleases me to know that you were pleased by my song, sir. What's special about this place isn't just the beauty of the architecture itself. It's how the paintings and sculptures work in harmony with the surroundings. Indeed. Decorations here are aplenty and very well done. And not every single one is just a PNG texture on a wall. Legend ZA could learn a thing or two from this game. I wonder what the king of the Kalos region thought about Pokemon. I feel like I'm in a dream. Try to sleep in the king's bed. It's illegal. Oh my god, bro. Are you trying to use mean look on me? This palace was built after Kalos won a war with neighboring regions. I'll bet a lot of people in Pokemon lost their lives. Neighboring regions, you say? I actually don't know what regions are, like, super close to Kalos. Presumably, Galar is close to Kalos. And I wouldn't be surprised if Paldea is also close. The person who made this palace must have been very admirable. The entire building has such an elegant, classy atmosphere. Yes, I would be more confident in Paldea being close to Kalos if it weren't for Kitakami, which suggests it's more close to Unova. I heard of a king from long ago whose garden was his pride and joy. He'd gather the castle folk and hold garden parties. And look at this. Doors you can actually go through. Again, Legend ZA can never. The owner of this palace only inherited it, you know. It's not as though he earned it. Just because the parents were great, it surely does not mean that their children will also be great. In fact, the opposite is often true. Sometimes it's a pendulum. It's a wonderful bed. It lulls you into a sound sleep. Oh man, it's illegal! Yeah, I could go for one of those right now. What do you have to say for yourself, bro? Oh, the same thing. Alright. This room used to serve as a waiting room for Pokémon before they were brought out for a battle. You mean Pokémon just waited here calmly? Pokémon are so funny. This room was once completely adorned with all manner of gold and silver works, jewels and metals. Gold and silver, you say? Well, what about crystals? Rubies and sapphires? Diamonds and pearls? Platinum? Or maybe it's not so black and white. That's a bit from the anime, by the way. For the owner of this palace, every meal is a feast. If you've never known anything else, a meal like that seems completely normal. It's probably has put on some pounds from that, huh? I think it would be so much better if he had a lively dinner with everyone instead of a full-course meal alone. Some people don't like eating with others. Oh my god, the triplets! Well, according to the guidebook. What should we look at next? Where can I get souvenirs in this place? You know, something like a lava cookie. What's the one that's in Kalos? Because there's a Kalos equivalent of a lava cookie. I'm trying to remember what it's called in this game. It's not an old Gateau. That's from Sinnoh. I think it's like Lumio something. It has the same effect as lava cookie. It's a Lumiose Galette, that's what it is. Okay. Maybe you can get some Lumiose Galettes here. In not Lumiose City. It's close, though. Get a look at these chairs. They're at... Okay. There should be an item that I can get here. Mirrors in the hallway reflect the scene in such a way that it looks as if there are two balconies. Wow. Amazing. There's a portrait of someone on the wall. Perhaps it's the king who built the palace. Is that? I assume that's supposed to be, like, based on a real painting. And there's, like, a full-quality version of it that I guess is in the game files. Interesting. Okay, it doesn't mention anything about what that might be based off of. Although, in terms of real-life location overall, this is based on the Palace of Versailles. It said that the kings of ancient times would use Pokémon as sentries. I bet they'd use Pokémon with the insomnia ability, since they'd never have to sleep. Maybe that's what they'd use Worry Seed for. Oh man, look at this dynamic camera angle. We go out here and here's the balcony. They didn't have to go this hard with the scenery, but it's so good. Oh, man. God damn, it's awesome. The view from the balcony is absolutely stunning. That it is. That it is. Long ago, the king and his Pokémon would enjoy their meals at this table. I heard that a forbidden tome once existed that contained the secret to bringing the Pokémon back to life. It's probably just a rumor, though. We've certainly got nothing of the sort in our library. Your fireplace, on the other hand, it's got an amulet coin! Why don't we give that to Scarlet? With a Meryl. Slow down, Meryl. I'm too tired to play. Pokemon slept in this bed. If you ask me, a good bed is a bed in which you can get a good night's sleep. I don't care how antique or elegant this bed might be, it would probably be so uneasy in it that I wouldn't get a wink. I suppose it depends on how tired you really are. Alright, well, now that we've done that, you need a pretty amazing king to build a palace like this. Let's go to the courtyard. We will be getting another TM through this quest. Some people already know. Some people already know. To the courtyard. Hey, Shauna. I'll have a look in back. In back. Not in the back. In back. Is the music quieter in the courtyard? Almost sounds like it is. I think it is. But very slightly. So there are quite a lot of items in the courtyard. And we will be interested in getting them. Apart from palaces, a palace among palaces. You could say it's the king of palaces. The premier palace. So many palaces. I feel like I'm playing Zelda 2. There's our guard spec. I found out recently, by the way, Zelda 2 also has a New Game Plus type second quest, just like Zelda 1. So that's going to be real interesting, because Zelda 2 is already notoriously difficult in the first quest. The Kalos region and the Unova region must have been in contact with each other. The Pokemon statue near this entrance is Reshiram, and the statue is Zekrom. They're both legendary Pokemon from the Unova region. Are there hidden items here? Yes, there are 2. Just checking the borders to see if there are any other secret items. What is this sign? Oh, no fishing? Is that what it says? Or no surfing, maybe. Furfrou flew by toward the back of the garden. Wow, look at this. That is the HM for cut! Finally have ourselves an HM. And Soldier HM will be going on his first mission. Very nice. This top-down angle is pretty cool. Folks with the bug badge can use the move Cut to chop down trees with prickly thorns. There's an HM for Cut somewhere in the garden. You can take it with you if you like. Way ahead of you, buddy. Okay. See another item there. It is a super potion. So the hidden items... One, I think, should be... around here somewhere. Aha! But there's actually 3 hidden items here, okay. One of them's right there, it's a rare candy. Heard in the past, the king would invite everyone to the garden for parties. There's the furfrou. Please don't run away. Jaemeister, give me a hand. Path over there leads to a dead end. Let's split up Chase Furfrou and corner it in there. Keep it from getting away, so pick a spot for me to stand. Somewhere like... over there. Over there. Let me know when you've decided where I should stand. If the two of us work together, we can solve this puzzle and catch Furfrou. And I am no longer allowed to leave this area. Never mind, okay. I was gonna say. I still have more items to pick up. Oh, look at that diagonal jaunt through. I always wanted to be a princess, but I've given up on that dream. I would get lost in here all the time. Look at this maze. There's a pretty wing here. That should be all the hidden items. Yes, it is. Okay. So all the other items should be visible. It's a statue of a Pokeball added in a later era. There's an antidote here. I think we're only missing... one now. Oh my god, there it is. Well hidden. Gotta take advantage of the dynamic camera angles, I guess. Alright, Shauna. Let's do this thing. Sure thing, I'll follow you. Okay, how are we cornering this thing? What if you stood here? It'd be better for me to wait where I can see in several directions. Okay. How about here, then? This place is fine. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. See, if you were comfortable waiting here, this would be a lot easier, Shauna. Hey, J-Meister, are we close to cornering it? Don't worry. Go ahead, follow me. That's it. There you go. I kind of wish more Pokemon games had puzzles like this. Not that this one was, you know, particularly complicated, but, you know, stuff like this it's fun, it's cute, I like it. Oh, well done, we finally caught it. J-Meister, you're amazing. We caught it because you understand how Pokemon feel. Oh, my dear Furfrou, my beloved Furfrou. Could you be the two responsible for my Wonderfrou reunion with my dear Furfrou? How Wonderfrou indeed. It's marvelous, simply marvelous. A situation like this demands fireworks. I couldn't remember if they're just so happened to be a ceremony after you did this, or if this was what ended up warranting it. That's pretty funny. We shall put on a show. Boom, boom. Do-do-do-do. My Pokemon and I are reunited. Our bond has been proven. We'll commemorate this joyous occasion with a tremendous fireworks display. It will also serve as a reward for the tiny bit of trouble you went to. Rendezvous at the balcony. Do you understand? Rendezvous. Rendezvous, then I'm through with you. You can reach the balcony from the hall with mirrors on the second floor. Maybe Furfrou would have been better off if we hadn't found it. If I were a Pokemon, I'd hate to have a trainer like that, but I really love fireworks, so let's make the best of it, yes. Let's go to the balcony, yeah. I wasn't sure if she was actually going to follow you there directly. As you'll see, I think this is all part of that guy's master matchmaking plan. He has a grand vision for Shauna and I. And he'll be there each step of the way, making sure that things are going smoothly. So you remember that balcony we went to? Well, suddenly it's going to be nighttime. You know, how it is right now. Somehow Shauna beat me there. You know, never watched fireworks alone with a boy before. If you're wondering, she does not say the same thing, but with girl replacing boy if you're playing as Serena. She simply says something like, I hope we become good friends. On today's episode of Fuck Your Head Cannon, Shauna is canonically straight. There will be future episodes of Fuck Your Head Cannon. Stay tuned. Shauna is best Kalos girl. We haven't even seen them yet, but I know I'll never forget these fireworks. Because I watched them with you, Jay. And yes, they're 3D. They can be 3D. And they look very nice in 3D. You'll have to trust me on that. Was amazing. I never ever want to forget this, so I'll keep this memory in an album in my heart. Yeah, it's sort of become I've talked about this before, it's sort of become a tradition with my friends where we go over to Cape Cod every 4th of July weekend. And, the past couple times we've been able to head out over to the beach on the Cape and see some pretty good fireworks. This year especially, there were a ton of them. All kinds of different locations. I got some good recordings of them. And I did use it as an opportunity to yell, "Fire in the hole!"
Fire in the hole!
And that was my Wonderfru fireworks show for my Furfru. I assume you're satisfied with that. Oh! Good text font. I almost forgot. Yeah. Of course, the owner of the palace knows that the two of us do have plans. About the Pokeflute, right? Right? Pokeflute, huh? Go get it. But I think he sees more of a future with the two of us. And if you don't know what I mean, he'll hint further at it. A rich guy like me and a common person like that just didn't go together. Give it to them. Here's the Pokeflute. Listen well, you two. Always return what you borrow. It's very important. I want to make lots of memories on my journey, but I think I'll try and forget about him. You can't imagine how stressful running this place is for him. Maybe so, but... Oh, that's right. Mr. Butler, do you know anything about Mega Evolution? I remember reading a book on that subject in the Palace Library. It has something to do with what you'd now call a trainer holding a mysterious stone high and making Pokémon evolve even further. Also, it's not much, but I would like you to have this. Yes. Orders from the owner, I assume. He knows what we're after. And he's gonna make sure that we stay protected when we do it. I remember... Oh, for a second I thought I hit the cord and unplugged, but we're still fine. I remember... I picked up on this back when I first played the game. And there was a chat message in someone's playthrough that I was watching, more specifically my goat Super Skarmory, who does not do videos anymore, but was a huge inspiration for me. I was watching him play this live, and there's a chat message that said, yeah, he gave you protection, and then we both realized at the same time the fucking innuendo that happens here. It's incredible. But if you use it many times in a row, the chances of it not working increase. You excuse me, I shall take my leave. The owner of Shabano Castle used to be friends with that guy. Can you believe it? Isn't that crazy? I have to be sure to give that flute back after we wake up Snorlax. Indeed. I imagine also that we are closing in on the 20k for the Smackrow. We do want to bear witness to that before we call it quits for the night. So... we will do exactly that. That'll be our own fireworks show that we'll be seeing here. Assuming that I have won every single fight in the Smackrow, we have 36 left. But it could be a little less than that if I've lost a few. And don't you worry. Once we're done here, and we close things out for the night, we'll be sure to use protection. Now I need to find the entrance to this place. There we go. That's a fun area. Fun place. Let me update the TM counter, of course. I do think it's pretty funny that they do, in fact, give you Protect after that. It's like... what did they mean by this? But it is also just kind of interesting to think about, like, you know, the different TMs that you get from, like, just story progression and the characters that give them to you. Like, in Sun and Moon, after the first time you visit Aether Paradise, Wick gives you the TM for Psychic. And it's just really, it's really funny because you visit Aether Paradise with How, and they're just like, yeah, How, you get some Malasadas, and you, Elio, you get the TM for the move Psychic. This tall grass is taller than I am. You're telling me there are Pokemon lurking in here? Indeed there are. Alright, Scarlet. Let's see how you do against Backpacker Jerome and his Fletchling. Unsheath your blade. Which one of you scornful thunderheads dare step forward? You're gonna give yourself +2 speed, I'm giving myself +2 attack. I'm playing 4 defense play. Oh, going for the +4 speed, I see. I think 1 Swords Dance is totally fine. +6 speed? I'm just curious what this Fletchling is going to do next. Surely he won't use agility a 4th time, right? Growl, amazing. Four moves in a row, didn't deal damage at all. There you go, Scarlet. There's some free EXP. Wahaha, I love finding myself a trainer stronger than I am. Give me something to work towards. You did not set the bar very high, good sir. So shout out to the amulet coin. I'm gonna keep traveling this wide world of ours, and what the fuck is happening on the Smackro right now? That match happened long enough for a beam sword to spawn. That was funny. So there are some items that we can get on the way back. I actually don't know if we're... Oh, shit. This fight lasted so long that the Smackro desynced. That's a problem, actually. Uh-oh. The Smackro desynced. It's gonna be 1 battle higher than it's supposed to be for the battle count. Uh-oh. Oops. I think that's fine, though. I'll just need to do the last battle manually. Oh, there's Nincada. That's the last Pokemon in the encounter table that we hadn't encountered before. Okay, we're back in sync now. I wonder if... Oh, jeez. I wonder if, there are any TMs that I can give Scarlet. Because right now, her moveset is not very good. She is only level 11, so... Can't expect too much. Also, this accuracy is gonna suck ass, but... Gotta do what you gotta do, right? I'm gonna set up 3 Swords Dances. I'm glad it has 20 PP, because I'm gonna need to use this a fair bit, I'm sure. Okay, we resist those. And this is pre-buff Leech Life. I think it still only has 20 power in this game. Would not have expected Honedge to have Fury Cutter. At least not from, like, a level up learn set. Seems like a move tutor move. I'm probably just too Gen 3 pilled, though. Like, let's be real here. That didn't kill? Oh, damn it. Get his ass, come on. Puzzle. I already battled him. Okay. Oh god. There's an item. Okay. Oddish. Trying to do another Song and Swords dance. Was this the gen where they changed Sweet Scent to do -2 evasion instead of -1? Because I know it did get buffed. Yeah, that was a thing starting in Gen 6. Yeah, immunity to poison. Definitely a useful trait to have. If I recall correctly, the next gym is Rock type, so we're going to have multiple Pokemon that are very good versus Rock types. So Mustang will not have to worry about doing much of anything on the next gym. Which item is this? This is an antidote. So there's another hidden antidote. Interesting. It's on the central path, though. Okay. East side? Am I actually? I thought I was on the west side. Yeah, interesting. There should be another 4 items here on this east side. One of which is hidden. And one of which is a TM. Oh my god, ledge. I have to be careful. Not screw this up and accidentally miss an item. Okay, immunity to normal and fighting and poison. Maybe that's why that Fletchling wasn't using any attacking moves, because I was immune to all of them. I don't use Ghost-type Pokemon very often. But yeah, they're kind of insane for like a regular playthrough of a Pokemon game, just because so many of your opponents are going to be using normal-type moves and fighting-type moves. And a poison immunity on top of that, like, this is a god-tier typing. They're the next speed. This encounter rate's kind of crazy. And then Kata. Keeping a sharp eye out on the Smackrow. Probably still going to be a while before we actually hit the milestone. Might actually run into a PP problem here. This next one's not gonna kill unless I crit. Okay, never mind. I just hit the range. Scarlet's the goat. You went for priority, but I'm immune. Oh, nice. Good crit. Okay, that ledge is just if you want to avoid the grass. Still have 3 more items to find. Curl. Probably also has Rollout. But we resist those. Oh, I think that gets rid of my normal immunity. Six, 7 experience points. Ah, trainer. Think you can defeat a man at the peak of his happiness? Think again. Volbeat. I forgot to look for TMs, by the way. I need to do that. And soon, because we're running into PP issues. Hit through. Twice in a row? Alright, Scarlet. Now we're really going to have a problem if I hit myself. Not nearly as much as I thought it would. Oh, we're going to get fucking infinite stalled by Moonlight, aren't we? Okay, this is a problem. Oh, God. And I'm gonna need to boost my attack to outpace the fucking Moonlight. And that's also gonna increase the damage I do to myself. That's no good. And I'm slower, which certainly doesn't help the situation. Good shit. Alright, Scarlet, you're, not very good at this. Trina has a type disadvantage, and she's gonna do better than you. Fucking double team? Oh my god, bro. Okay, that's 2 misses. This time there's no liquid ooze, so maybe we'll be in a better situation. Remind me again what Trina's ability is. Sap Sipper, okay. This is an extremely annoying Volbeat. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Confusion and Double Team and Moonlight. Oh my... Ugh. It seems like every single Pokemon I have is really bad against Confusion for some reason. They all must have looked up to my Typhlosion from Soul Silver, which hit itself like 5 times in a row, and killed itself against like a wild Pokemon that it was like 20 levels above. Well, if we hit through here, we're fine. It's not using Moonlight. Did it run out of Moonlight PP? Okay, Leaf Seed. This should kill. Well, that's the last time I underestimate a Volbeat. Pursuit, okay. It's better than Metal Sound. A little defeat like this won't get me down. I'm on my honeymoon, after all. Oh, did you watch the fireworks too? Do you have protection? You always want to use protection. Okay. Well, we do have False Swipe, which will definitely be useful when we go into Pokédex completion type stuff. It can't learn anything that I'd be interested in teaching it. And since we're deep into this route, I will be using the Super Potion. Let's keep moving. Oh god, I didn't realize I was still in the grass. The issue with the typing that I have right now is I'm not going to have any, like, stab moves at all, probably for a while. When do I get my first stab move from leveling up? Level 20. Level 20 I get Shadow Sneak. Okay. Looks like right before evolving I'll get Night Slash. Wait, no, that's not a stab. That's going. Okay. Looks like the only stab move I'm gonna get before evolving is Shadow Sneak in terms of leveling. So hopefully TMs can save me there. Determined to see everything Kalos has to offer. Come on, bring out your Pokémon! Well, I happen to be using exclusively Gen 6 Mons, so you ran into the right person. And you have a Lumize, not a Lumize. Is this gonna be another stupid-ass, annoying fucking stall set? Oh, counteracting my Swords Dance now, are you? Well, I'm at a bit of a disadvantage in terms of PP, so... It's okay, I can outpace the Play Nice AI. This is probably all it can do, because it probably only has normal type attacking moves. Love to get a critical hit. It has Moonlight. Oh. We're just gonna bring in Mustang. Fuck you. The ghost type is actually like a detriment to me, because the AI is like exclusively going for debuffing moves that are just dragging fights out. And in some cases, just straight up making them impossible to 1v1 if they have a recovery move like Moonlight. That was a really delayed start to the music. I assume that's because I leveled up. Really good. Are you a famous person in these parts? That's a cute NPC design. Should really write about you in a travel guidebook. Hello. That is a paralyze heal. Okay. Got another trainer here. Today is the day I begin my path to becoming the champion. I'll start things off by defeating you. Look out, world. Today's the day I become a Pokémon trainer. What? Absolutely not, Rusty. But Dad, it's my destiny. No, your destiny is to go to college and get a real job, mister. Poison Sting, that all you got, buddy? Oh, no, you got Mud Slap as well. Not gonna flinch me? No, okay. And we land a hit and we win. Beedrill comes in. We stay in. Focus energy. Hit him with another tackle and we're out of here. Well done, Scarlet. Nice, and that's a level up. Maybe I should start tomorrow. Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow? What is today but yesterday's tomorrow? Eh? Oh god. Hello, Kecleon. I'm gonna take advantage of your color change ability. Make you weak to Fury Cutter, which is gonna do like no damage, but... Oh my god, I gave it stab on its main attack! Oops! I didn't realize it would have Fate Attack at such a low level. All I did was buff it. Read like a fucking book. I don't know where this hidden item is. Oh, is it that? No? Yes? Fuck. God, I wish I had that dowsing machine at this point. I don't know when you get it. I hope it's soon. Also, I am running critically low on PP. Nice crit. There it is. Okay, that's the hidden item. Tiny mushroom. There are no more hidden items in this part of the route. Now let's head back to the center, reset and heal. Because we are very, 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 very low on PP. I'm about to run out of PP on both Swords Dance and Tackle. That didn't even kill. That's crazy. It's with 3 Swords Dances, by the way. Gotta get those levels going. Okay. Oh, fuck. The ledge. The ledge! That, I think, is a dead end. Alright. Alright, let's go back the usual way. Should be getting very close to 20,000 now, by the way. Keep your eye... Oh, right, it's not exactly 200. We started at 19,770, so the battle count that we need... The total amount of battles that we need to do to reach 20k is 230, not 200. Me when I misremember. That's fine. All right. So let's see here. We are still on the lookout for, I think, just one item. This time we are not going to give it stab on its feint attack. There it is, the TM for Venoshock. We now have 7 TMs. That should be every item on this side of the route. But there is another. So let's go explore that other. We got a double battle for us. Har har har, I can see it on your face. I can feel it in the air around you. You're a trainer who loves its Pokémon. Tee-hee-hee! Come join us for a Pokémon battle. I'm confident that you'll love your Pokémon even more after we're done. Alright, west side. Oh, double Furfrou. I suppose we can double target. Well, actually, we do that naturally with Razor Leaf. I hope you don't have Sap Sipper. Oh my god, that did nothing. Oh, isn't Furfrou, like, really physically bulky? Or something? I think I remember that. No, it's not. Does it have... It has Furco. Right, yeah. So if it effectively has double defense. It's like defensive huge power. That means we're gonna Leech Seed. Ow! Don't flinch. Ow! Oh my god, I got double targeted and fucking killed. Okay. Well, I didn't flinch. Jesus. Alright, well, let's burn that fur coat right off. God damn, that double targeting crit! The tail whip is also causing problems with how much damage I'm taking. Fortunately, though, Scarlet's got the defensive typing profile to perfectly handle all of this. I'm gonna have to go to the Pokemon Center after this. That's fine, though, because there's still an item on the center path that I haven't gotten yet. Do it. You fucker. Go ahead, use another. I'll get confused, idiot. Yes! Revenge! You self-hit yourself, too. Seems like it's just confusion day. I'm already up to level 17. Head over heels for your fantastic Pokemon. Har har har! Good effort, my beloved Furfrou. You're the best. Jan and Aaron. Okay, so... Haha, there it is. Awesome, okay. I thought that was going to be a lot more difficult to get. Yes, there's a hidden antidote right there. And yeah, there are quite a few items still on the west side. None of them are hidden. Another angle. Yep, Scarlet's officially caught up to Trina's level now. So I think I'm going to switch over to Trina for these battles because they'll go by quicker. Oof. So, yeah, none of these items are invisible. Should be able to find all of them. There's a super repel. Oh, shit. I didn't even realize there was another ledge there. This is an awakening. Awakening?! Okay. Ah, there it is. There's a berry tree here. This is the one Pokemon. Of course it's a crit. Why wouldn't it be a crit? The one Pokemon that Trina probably does worse against than Scarlet. It's fine. We're only going to take one. And there's an Aguav Berry. What does Aguav Berry do? It's one of the restores lots of HP. In a pinch, confuses with the wrong nature. Okay. Zoom, zoom, zoom! With my shorts on, I can run like the wind. The shorts-wearing youngsters. Ever present. Oh, good. Another poison type. Rolling out. That's fine. As we kill. Scraggy coming in. Razor Leaf. Pretty good. Another Razor Leaf and we're out of here. They defeated me, but that's not going to stop me from running. Zoom! The power of shorts. Turning the tall grass. Duo ain't got nothing on me. Okay, we are still looking for one more item. I think it's down here somewhere. Oh, hello. Came all the way from the Unova region to see Pokémon Palace. And you have a Bunnelby. Interesting. I'm quite curious. Nice. One shot. It wasn't even a crit. That's what I like to see. Man, talk about culture shock. I tell ya, you really need to get out there and see the world for yourself to really understand it. Okay, there it is. Nice. That is our Ultra Ball, and that should be all the items on this route. Yes, sir. Alright, Route 6 complete. Now let's get the hell out of here. Make our way back to the center, heal up. That seems like a pretty good place to leave things for the day. New team member. Parfum Palace quest complete. Catching up on levels, all that good stuff. There they all are. How far along are we on the Smack Row right now? $221. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, it's you two. Did you actually manage to borrow the Poke Flute? You bet we did. Thanks. Well, you're the only one who can play it, right? Snorlax can be grumpy when it wakes up. It might attack. Indeed it might. In fact, I should probably check something real quick. So let's see here. Is this the only Snorlax that's in the game? I think it is. Shit, okay. In that case... Yeah, okay. In that case, we're gonna want to catch this thing. Alright. There he is. Big boy himself. This is risky, leech seeding it. Because that puts a timer on the fight, but I think we'll be fine. I'm not going to be using Snorlax on my team. I'm just catching it because this is the only one that you get. I could, of course, just catch the one Pokemon Y as well, but I figure it would make it easier by catching one here. Don't have to worry about it. Maybe I'll catch it in both. Who knows? Yeah, we're going to be staying nice and healthy with all the HP that we will be draining from Snorlax. Okay, 2 Wiggles. Nice. Still gain experience from it, which is wonderful. Good work, Trina. It is not satisfied unless it eats over 880 pounds of food every day. When it is done eating, it goes promptly to sleep. We don't need to nickname it. Awesome, we caught Snorlax. Although I suppose if it was a female, I don't remember if it was. If it was a female Snorlax, I could keep the Nikke theming and nickname it Tia. Especially if the Snorlax has a sweet tooth. It looks like the Smackro has its lights on, so we should be ready to hit 20k. The only thing I can do with that Pokeflute is put it on display. You've been playing it since you were little, and the tone is lovely. Seems like my Furfrou also likes the sound of that flute. Not as much as it likes my beautiful Wonderfrou fireworks, of course. Yeah, I guess so. Still, your playing sounded better back in the day. I'll let you take care of that flute, so be sure to practice more. He just runs away without saying anything. Was that supposed to be an attempt to patch things up? Well, whatever. All's well that ends well. I wonder what lies past where Snorlax was sleeping. I'm not sure, but if you follow me back to Camphrier Town, we can make good use of that Protect TM, Shauna. No? Okay. Well, the weekend's coming up, so we'll have plenty of time. We will deposit that Snorlax in the PC, heal up, and that will be it for us right now. It is female, so I totally could have nicknamed it Tia. I should have nicknamed it. I'm going to the main. The name raider is right here, actually. So we're gonna do that. I'm nicknaming it Tia. All right. Tia! Let's go have some dessert now. Beautiful. Alright. Oh, Tia's holding an item. It's a citrus berry. Very nice. I guess that's a reward for catching it before it hit half health, huh? You'd love to see it. Thank you very much, Tia. Okay. Let me just make sure... Okay, yeah. Just making sure neither of my Pokemon in the PC were holding items. Let's heal up. And then it's 20k battle time. Alright, boys. Let's get it. I actually need to disconnect the Smackro first. Okay. There we go. It looks like I need to do 4 battles in order to complete all of this. I will save the game as I do this. So I guess we lost 4 fights along the way, huh? Or at least it desynced that many times. There it is! There it is! We lost 3 fights and it desynced once. That's probably what happened. There it is! Okay. It's not the Brothership anniversary anymore. Let's get rid of that text. There it is! You fought 20,000 battles. You're a legend. There is only 1 milestone left in Smash Ultimate, and it's for 50,000 battles. and that's going to take a long, long time. I'd say the ETA for 50,000 battles, taking into account expected stream lengths moving forward with my work schedule and things like that, I'd say the ETA for 50,000 battles and retiring the Smacro will probably be around this time of the year, maybe a little earlier, in 2027. And until then, we'll be running the Smacro business as usual. But yeah, 20,000 battles. So guys, we did it. And we're not done yet. Alright, well, we will do the safety save. And that will be it for tonight. Oops. Thank you for the alternate angle, Nurse Joy. But, don't need to heal again. Alright. So, that is all I have for you today. But later tonight, perhaps it won't be all I have for you. Depends on if I start my stream before midnight, perhaps. But yes, I will be streaming this again tonight. And we're going to continue where we left off. And then, yeah, Saturday we're going to be doing Geometry Dash, daily level plus old levels. And Monday will be the Superstar Saga anniversary stream. So, a lot of things to look forward to. And I hope you keep looking forward. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.